Kasi
Ano
hindi
po?
ko ma-identify kung anong schedule
Ay,
po
good
yan.
afternoon po.
Okay.
Naman po po.
Yan, Your Honor.
Yung may mga nakalagay po na counterinsurgency, abuse protection, abuse prevention and control within
Yes,
schools,
and
anti-illegal
two rubies on
operation,
the board, yeah.
at anti-extremism is for the Department of Education.
Okay. Pero,
Of course, this is not
State Department of Education.
Opo, pero yun po yung
Okay, okay, yun yun. Okay. And then, etong P-1-35, ano po ito? Kasi nakalagay yung Counter Insurgency Program, July 12 to 30, September 30, 2020.
ito po is for the Department of Education for the third quarter of 2020.
Okay, so, hindi nakalagay yung Department of Education.
Opo.
Dito, okay. Kasi yung working paper mo lang.
Opo.
Okay. Ito namang sa OVP, April 25 to June 30, 2023. Date of receipt of check dash April 24, 2023. Now, by reading it, I don't seem to understand what this means. So, ano ho to?
Ito po yung summary ng tabulation ko ng Office of the Vice President Acknowledgement Receipt for the period April 25 to June 30, 2023. Dito po kasi kaya ito naka-open and close parentheses na date of check April 24 kasi ito po yung pag-releasean ko kasi yung sa circular po bawal ang reimbursement. So,
anyway, you made the caption with you kasi nga working paper mo lang. So, naiintindihan mo naman siya.
opo, tama po.
Okay. So, wala din lugar yung place of payment na nilagay mo dito.
Opo, wala rin po dyan. Tsaka wala rin po nakalagay sa mismong acknowledgement.
Hindi, ang dami nito, no? So, I'm asking, etong mismong schedule na to, walang nakalagay sa lugar.
Your Honor, please, if I may. Yes, Counsel. Your Honor, please, I think Mr. has already answered and was not make sense. And she said, walang nakalagay na lugar kasi wala naman nakalagay na lugar sa dokumentong sinubmit ng...
Only for that particular one, Counsel.
Yes,
Not for all. I think I saw the documents, Counsel. All of the tabulations of the witness Eileen for all the quarters in 2023 for both DepEd and OVP does not contain either names nor places in the acknowledgement receipt. Correct,
Yes.
Eileen?
Opo, wala pong nakalagay dun sa mismong
It only
tabulation.
contains the date, the activity, and the amount.
Yes po, tsaka yung kung ano yung document, acknowledgement.
Yes, kung the nature of the document. But
Okay.
again, no name, whether it's an alias or a real name, and no address.
Opo, tama po.
Okay.
I'll continue on the podium.
Babalikan po natin ang impeachment trial makalipas lamang ang ilang paalala. Alauna, 26, labanan ng fake news dapat totoo.
Ang oras na ito ay inihatid sa inyo ng Sheriff Firm ng Tagsagad.
Ang oras na ito ay inihatid sa inyo ng Virtual Pag-ibig. I'm chill because Virtual Pag-ibig is here. I-download na ang Virtual Pag-ibig online app today.
GMA, Super Radio, DZBB, Balitang Totoo. DZBB, number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Ang galing, pang matagalan.
Parang tayo lang, ano?
Everest Appliances.
Babe, ano ever best decision mo in life?
Siyempre, building a home with you. Everest Appliances. Health, wellness, energy saving. Everbest from Everest.
Everest Appliances, bringing quality and wellness close to home. Health, wellness, and energy saving. Everbest from Everest.
Ang answer at boss. Dapat kaiba ng work ethic. Bilang marketer, dapat mabuting tao tayo. tayo.
Kung gusto mo magpaka-righteous, umalis ka na sa mundo ng marketing.
Pero dahil sa isang kiss, magkakapalit sila ng katawan habang nakikilala ang isa't isa. Magkapiling din kaya sila. Ang bagong K-drama na aabangan tuwing hapon. Branding in Song 2. Ngayong Lunes na, weekday, 5:10 p.m. sa GMA.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng nakikinig. Ito ang Helpline segment. Kung madalas tumabo ang inyong paningin lalo na sa gabi, pakinggan natin ang kwento ni Aling Maria.
Dati, halos hindi na ako makakita sa dilim bilang diabetic. So talaga ako sa posibleng komplikasyon. Kaya naghanap ako ng tulong na natural. Buti na lang, natuklasan ko ang iBerry.
Mas malinaw na ba kahit gabi?
Mas gumaan ang pakiramdam ng mata ko. At mas malinaw kahit gabi. Nagpapasalamat talaga ako sa iBerry.
Subukan din ang bagong produkto na iBerry Gold na may 10 mg na lutein. Mabibili na sa pinakamalapit na butika sa inyo. Mahalagang paalala, ang iBerry ay ito at hindi dapat magiging pagdaon para makauwi ng sakit.
Number 1 sa Mega
ninyo ang Confidential Intelligence Fund po na OVP, hindi ba ninyo hiningi ang tunay na pagkakakilanlan ni Piatos, McDonald's, Mickey Mouse at iba pa? At ang sagot po ni Atty. Wamil, ang katulad nga po nung sinabi ko sa aking previous testimony, ang focus po ng audit namin ay compliance audit. So kung ano po yung provisional circular, yun lang po yung ginagawa naming basis ng audit.
Yes
You
po.
confirm that? Okay.
Question here.
It was asked and the witness answered, counsel. Proceed, Attorney
Asked
Christie.
and answered already. Thank you. So, your audit is based on the provisions of the JC.
And answered, Your Honor.
Okay. Compliance with the provisions of the JC.
Likewise, ask and
Asked
answered,
and
Your
answered,
Honor.
counsel.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so, as correctly said by Mr. Wamil, okay, the JC does not mandate that you conduct the identities of the pays reflected in the AR. You confirm that?
Pwede pong pakiulit.
Okay, gaya ng sinabi ni Attorney Wamil, so you do not conduct a verification of the identities of the pays reflected in the AR.
Opo,
Okay. Kasi po, kung gagawin niyo yan, you will be compelled to go out there and search for the 3,647 pays reflected in the ARs, correct?
can I clarify po kung naging statement din po yun ni
Okay.
Mr.
Kasi kung i-require ho kayo ng, tapos na, nasagot mo na yung statement kanina. Kaya ang next question, kasi ho, kung i-require ho kayo ng JC, na isa-isa hong titingnan o i-verify yung identities ng mga Ps, recipients po ng AR, no? Lalabas ho kayo doon, you will search for the 3,647 Ps reflected in the AR.
Your Honor, please.
Diba?
Yes, counsel.
Objection, this is speculative.
If the witness knows, Charlene, bakit hindi nyo inaalam kung sino yung mga totoong pagkakakilanlan ng mga tao nakalagay sa AR?
Because po, what we do is compliance audit po. We base our audit sa documents lang po.
Okay, I will follow on that, Your Honor. Precisely, you did not verify the identities of the 3,600 Ps that were reflected in the ARs that you audited.
Ask and answered, Your Honor.
Hindi pa po, Your Honor. Hindi pa po.
Actually, counsel asked and answered. She said earlier that
Based on documents.
they presume the regularity. I think that was the answer to that question. They presume the regularity of the documents submitted to them.
Okay, I will accept that, Your Honor. I was actually just adding the number of days, Your Honor. Yes.
Please proceed, counsel.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. So, punta ko tayo ulit sa GC. May format po ba yung GC kung ano dapat yung acknowledgement receipt?
Ang nakalagay lang po sa joint circular is documents evidencing payments.
No, ito po yung tanong ko, no? May format po ba yung joint circular kung ano dapat yung itsura po ng acknowledgement receipts?
Wala pong format yung acknowledgement receipt sa joint circular.
Okay, thank you. So circular, pwede yung gumawa, may discretion ho yung agency kung ano po dapat yung nakalagay doon sa acknowledgement receipt nila.
Yung basta po makita namin sa dokumento yung proof of payment dun sa recipients po. Yun po yung i-check namin.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to the names that were in the ARs. So, sabi ho ni Attorney Wamil noong August 5, 2026 hearing, sabi ho niya, the use of aliases is neither allowed nor prohibited in the ARs. Now, the use of aliases in the ARs, are you aware of that?
Kasi po silent po ang joint circular sa alias po.
Okay, thank you. In fact, no, kung nakinig ka or nakita mo sa TV, sinabi ho ng ating good Senator Bam Aquino, noong August 5, sabi ho niya, okay, dito naman sa tumanggap, allowed ba yung code names, allowed ba yung alias sa inyo? Sabi ho ni Attorney Wamil, based on the provision, it is neither allowed nor prohibited, since silent po yung joint circular.
Opo, silent po ang joint circular.
Okay. Now, do you confirm that the JC does not have a provision on names or aliases?
Ask an answer, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Your Honor, please, excuse me.
Yes, Counsel, Attorney Gordon.
Precisely, this witness asked if aliases are allowed. She said it is neither allowed nor disallowed. So it is silent, Your Honor. Now she's asking the same question in another fashion.
I'll let it go this time for emphasis, Counsel, but I'll move on to your next point after that, Attorney Christine.
Yes, Your Honor, do you confirm that the JC does not have provision on names or aliases? Kasi yung kanina silent po yung sinabi. No, so walang provision on names or aliases.
Wala pong nakalagay sa joint circular to the alias po.
Okay, so, and this is precisely why the ICFA has no findings on the alleged use of names or aliases.
Opo, ang mahalaga po kasi is na ibigay talaga ito sa totoong tao na for allowable confidential expenses.
Ang tanong ko ho, wala hong findings si ICFA on the names, on the use of fictitious names or aliases. Nasa notices of disallowance po ba yun?
Wala pong nakalagay sa notice of disallowance.
Okay. So, I am showing you the first entry. That's the August 2024 notice of disallowance. Just a run through, Your Honor. Okay, may hawak na po kayo ngayon?
Opo.
Okay, nakikita niyo ba ho yung name dyan na Mary Grace Piatos?
Wala po.
How about Renan Piatos?
Wala din po.
Andy C. Lim?
Wala po.
Pati Ting?
Wala po.
Okay, thank you. Now, let's go to the second notice of disallowance. Kindly flash that. That's dated March 31, 22. During your direct examination, counsel flashed on the screen sample AR showing the following names. She have the copy of the second and I will ask you if the following names are in the second notice of disallowance. That's dated March 31, 2026. Pia Piatin, Meron.
Wala po.
Ralph Josh Bacon.
Wala din po.
Ann Pongpauco.
Wala po.
Diane Maple Lapid.
Wala din po.
Miggy Mayo.
Wala po.
Kokoy Villamin.
Wala po.
Denise Tanya Escudero.
Wala po sa notice of disallowance.
Christine Applegate Estrada.
Wala din po.
Okay. Okay, so wala ako kayong findings doon. Gaya ng sinabi niyo kanina. Okay. So, may tanong ho ako sa inyo, no? Kung yung pangalan ho ba, okay. If the name appears to be funny, does that automatically mean that the name is fictitious? Kasi nga, may mga sinash po na ARs dito.
Your Honor, please, the question is misleading. The point of flashing these acknowledgement receipts were not the names. The names were incidental, that the names were funny or fruit salady or names of congressmen or senators, Your Honor, is immaterial. They were flashed because of the manner by which the funds were used.
Your Honor.
Counsel, Attorney Gabaran, you have to admit you had fun with the names
We had
too,
so
when
much
you were
fun,
using
Your
it.
Honor, but
Exactly. So
That's
let her cross the witness based on those and
Please, the first-
utilize it as well.
Yeah. Oh, so, ayun po. No, kung nakakatawa ho ba yung pangalan, automatic fictitious na yun?
Your Honor, again,
Yes,
fictitious.
counsel.
Just for the record, fictitious is her own conclusion. We have made no such conclusion as regards to the name, except perhaps that they are funny.
Your Honor,
Well, counsel, actually, that's not entirely accurate because in the complaint, you did allude to the fact that some of the names are fictitious based on the PSA documents that you attached as an annex to the complaint, although you're not yet there. You haven't gotten there yet. Please continue, Attorney Cusin.
Yes.
Attorney Gabulan, give her share of fun with the names.
May I be allowed, Your Honor, to sit down while she's having
Yes, yes, Attorney Gabulan, you may do so. Attorney Cusin, please proceed.
okay, I will continue my question, Your Honor, no? If a name appears to be funny, does it mean it's fictitious?
Hindi ko po siya masasagot kasi
Hindi mo siya masasagot, meaning,
kasi hindi ko na wala po namang yung sa name po kasi hindi ko masasagot kung
totoo o hindi.
oo, opo,
Okay.
tama po.
So, in short, hindi mo masasabi na porket nakakatawa yung pangalan, peke na yon. Yun ba yung sinasabi ninyo?
Parang hindi po ako makakasagot dun sa tanong na gano'n.
Okay, basta walang findings na gano'n, no?
To clarify, let me help you a bit, Attorney Cusin. Wala kayong binanggit tungkol sa mga pangalang nakakatuwa o nakakatawa sa dalawang notice of disallowance sa Eileen. Wala, di ba?
Wala po.
Wala rin sa anumang AOM binanggit yun, di ba?
Wala din po.
Kahit yung mga lugar kung saan binayaran, wala kayong binanggit sa AOM o sa notice of disallowance ba?
Opo, wala po.
Okay, thank you. Please proceed,
Yes.
Attorney Cusin.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, now let's go to the CGGPA hearing. Okay. Nandun ka ho nung September 18, 2024, na hearing at CGGPA.
Nag-attend po ako ng mga meetings pero hindi ko na po matandaan yung exact date.
Okay, ito yung nandun si Attorney Camora. Hindi niyo matandaan.
Hindi ko, basta nag-attend po pero hindi ko na matandaan yung exact date po.
Okay, so in that hearing, now are you aware that she was asked by Representative Swansing about the grounds for disallowance under the second notice of disallowance? Did you know that?
Pwede po bang, excuse me.
Yes, we will slash the TSN. Don't worry, Counsel.
It's okay if you don't recall, Silene.
Hindi ko na po maalala yung exact na
May we
nangyari.
just be clarified, is counsel referring to a September?
September 18, 2024 hearing.
Of the committee.
Okay, let's flash page 29 of the TSN. On that hearing, pages 29 and 30. Please, text. Okay na ho? Okay, so, in that hearing, no, Attorney Camora said, yes, good morning, Madam Chair. As for the 2022 notice of disallowance, there were 3. Kaya tinanong siya kung ano yung grounds, no? Then the chairperson, sabi ma'am, pakilakasan po yung boses ninyo, hindi marinig. Ms. Camora, okay, there were 3 items that are part of the notice of disallowance. The first one is non-submission of documents on the payment of rewards. The second one is charging some items that are not compliant under the rules, joint circular And the third one is non-submission of the revised accomplishment report on the OVP to the three regulatory offices, which are the office of the President, the Senate President, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Because they submitted the original one and they made an amendment. And then Representative Son Singh said, Mr. Chair, if COA, and then the chairperson said, please proceed, Congresswoman Son Singh. Representative Son Singh, may I please be enlightened to explain to us, because it seems a little bit technical as to how it was explained by COA, kung pwede hong maipaliwanag sa atin in non-technical terms as to the grounds for disallowance. Okay. Chairperson, COA, pakisimplify, please explain it in layman's term. Ms. Camora, yes, basically the disallowance are because hindi po nag-submit ng required documents under the joint circular. Do you confirm that?
Yun po, based po sa
Okay, sinabi niya yan. Okay. So, okay. Let's go to the April 14, 2026 hearing sa DOJ, Committee on Justice. Nandun kayo?
Opo, pero hindi ko na rin po gaano maalala yung
Sige, okay lang, no? We will flash the TSN, the relevant TSN for that, no? Yes, we are referring to page 194 of the COJ TSN dated April 14, 2026. Kindly flash it on the screen. 194. Okay. Okay. So, in that hearing, Representative De Lima asked Attorney Camora, no, if there's anything in the COA decision dated April 10, 2026, stating that the alleged misuse of funds, okay, just to lay the basis, no? Ito sa hearing na to, tinanong ko si Attorney Camora na kung may decision na ba yung COA dun sa appeal ni respondent. Tama ho? Maalala niyo lang.
Yun po ba yung sa
April 14 na hearing.
pero pertaining po ito dun sa fourth quarter 2022 na?
Yes, sakto po.
Opo.
Okay, so tinanong siya, no? Sinabi niya may decision na nga dated April 10. And then Representative De Lima propounded some questions which are found on page 194 of the TSN. Sabi ho ni Representative De Lima, meron din ho bang makasabi? So I know, nasabi na po, nilinaw po ng ating chair na let's wait for the copy. Yung talagang official copy of the decision. Although you have it already, but you want really yung pinaka-official in the sense na nandyan yung hard copy. Attorney Camora said, opo. Representative De Lima, ay natatandaan niyo ho ba yung decision na yan ay may nakasabi doon na mali talaga yung paggamit ng mga confidential funds sa OVP at hindi alinsunod sa circular, sa joint circular. Ms. Camora said, Madam Chair, sandali lang po ulit. Then Representative De Lima, hindi, sa mga tanong, tamang gamit ng confidential funds as prescribed under the joint circular. And then Ms. Camora said, nakalagay po, in this case, the accomplishment report on the utilization of confidential and intelligence funds, the DEPs and the certifications submitted failed to comply with the guidelines and conditions set forth under the joint circular po.
Your Honor, please, if I may interject at this
What
moment.
is the interjection of Attorney Capulan?
Your Honor, please, counsel is reading from transcripts. She is reading from transcripts which are, we have judicial notice of these transcripts, Your Honor. But she is reading statements of other people and asking this witness about statements of Hamora, about statements of other people, Your Honor, just by her being present there, Your Honor. Now, if that is their intention, then they should present that witness here. Because that witness can testify on her personal knowledge. You're asking this witness who was just there, she can state that a meeting actually occurred, that she was there. But if you are going to ask her to confirm, for what purpose, Your Honor? transcripts will show the presence of Camorra. It will show her presence.
I'd like to thank Attorney Gapunan. You did not make an objection, but I would have sustained it. Attorney Christine, counsel for respondent. This was one of the warnings of the presiding officer at that time directed at the prosecution actually when they asked for the court to take judicial notice of it, not to use the transcripts to read into the record certain things that is not being testified to by a witness that has personal knowledge over it. If you recall our interjections in relation to the Las Cañas affidavit, this is similar to that. So unless you are referring to the witness herself who testified there, kindly present the witness that you are reading the statements of, because it is only as to tenor, as to the fact that Camorra said this. You can confront the witness through another way without reading certain statements made, because the opposing counsel might just do this to you at some point, which I will also not allow, to be fair.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor, but
Thank you, Your Honor.
but the witness already confirmed that she was at the hearing. I'm just asking if she remembers that this statement being made.
It's a way and technique, counsel.
Well, anyway, Your Honor,
Attorney Gapunan might just do that
yes, we
with
will
the
just
transcript
ask.
at some point, which I also will not allow. So
We will just ask the question at the right time, Your Honor.
kindly do so at the right
At the
time
right
with the right
time,
witness.
Your Honor, please, at the right time and to the right witness.
Yes,
It's not the right witness, Your Honor.
Just as the presiding officer stated. Move on, Attorney Christine.
Okay. Okay, punta ko tayo sa time frame ng expenditures. Okay. Nakalagay ho ba sa JC na may minimum number of days na dapat i-utilize po yung confidential funds?
Meron pong nakalagay sa joint circular, but hanapin ko lang po dito. Dun po sa item 6.1.5 that cash advances shall be limited to the requirements for 3 months. Tapos, yun po, the disbursement motion, dun po nasa 1.1.
Sige, salamat po. Now, you're referring to the cash that is being provided by the agency, which should be limited only for 3 months, tama?
Opo.
Ano ko?
Pero
Ito?
nakalagay ba sa JC na sa loob ng 3 months na yan, dapat i-utilize nyo, let's say within, dapat i-utilize nyo ng hindi
Sige po, ingat po. God bless po.
ng 10 araw. Dapat merong at least 30 days na utilization. May ganun ho ba?
Wala po naka-specify. Wala po naka-specify doon.
So, in fact, the determination of time and speed of utilization is outside the scope of the COA Expo audit. Correct?
Pwede ko ba ulit?
Okay. Kung gaano kabilis ginastos yung pera, linaw scope yun ang audit ng Expo.
Your Honor, please, what does counsel mean by gaano kabilis?
Let me do it, counsel. Is the fact that the respondent spent the last quarter confidential funds in 11 days found in any of your AUMs or notices of disallowance?
Nabanggit lang po siya doon sa AOM na binanggit po doon na it was spent in 11 days.
Pero walang finding in relation to it violating the memorandum circular.
Wala po, nakalagay lang po na statement na it was used for 11 days.
As a statement of fact.
Opo.
Okay. Move on, counsel.
Okay. Thank you. Napunta naman tayo dun sa DepEd. Okay, for the first to third quarters of 2023.
Opo.
Okay. So, with respect to the DepEd confidential funds, no, nasabi nyo rin kahapon na may credit notice na number 2024-162 dated August 8, 2024. Tama?
Opo.
Okay, yung amount nun ay 75 million pesos.
Opo, for the 2 quarters.
Okay. And ang and the credit notice was signed by the chairperson, Gamaliel Cordoba.
Opo, tama po.
Okay. So, the issuance of credit notice means that the confidential expenses totaling 75 million were already allowed in audit, correct?
Opo, base po. Nung
Based
na-issue po.
sa credit notice. Okay. So, bale, yung findings on ni Attorney Wamil, okay, balik ko tayo dun sa AOM number 2024-015, paki-flash ulit. Yung AOM number 2024-015, dated February 1, okay, covering the first and second quarter of 2023, binaliwala na ho yun ng COA.
Ayun, so paalam po.
Hindi po sa binaliwala, pero nung